All right. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and I'm live streaming for the last time of 2021. Oh, that noise outside is really. Hold on a second. I'm going to go shut my door. Hold on just one quick second. You guys might hear some popping sounds. There's people outside setting off fireworks, which is fine, but give me just 1 second. All right. Now it's just us and not the rest of the world. But I hope everybody is having a fantastic end to their year. I'm very, very happy that this year is almost over. This year was, in some ways, very, very, very crappy. In other ways, there were some bright spots. And one of the things I like about a new year is setting new goals and at least trying to complete them. And I'm very much looking forward to drawing again, and I'm very much looking forward to doing it regularly again, and very excited. Hey, Anita, how's it going? All right. I sent the invite to Todd and Avery. I don't know if either one of them will be able to join. If they're not, then this will be a short stream. Not a big deal. But I figured I'd just give everybody a little quick update on everything that's going on, and, that type of thing. I did go to the store today because my regular job, it was a day off. So I went ahead and went to the store and had a few customers and, had a good time. Did get to do some inventory and some updating of some important stuff. Um, I'm glad the holidays are over and I'm ready to get into the regular flow of things. Let's see, what else is interesting? Oh, while I was at the store, I had an idea for an illustration that goes along with the elephant that I had started to design, started to work on during Wednesday's drawing sketch, and I've got an idea. I'm gonna make it work. It's just not there yet. It's one of those things where you have an idea in your head and you put it down on paper and it doesn't work. So you try a different angle. You try it a different way. You try it with different characters. And you just keep tweaking it until you get it where you want it. And I know it's going to be a Crom drawing. That I know for sure. So it's not Hero, it's Crom. It's just a matter of getting the right. One of the things I like to do, and I know there's probably a lot of artists out there that do this, before they start working on a story, they like to get inspired. And the way I usually get inspired to work on something new is to do an illustration, whether it's like a pinup or a cover idea or something. It's just draw something. And in my mind, this illustration for Crom is like an inspiration to a story that may never ever get told, but it's an idea and I want to put it down on paper, and it's not complete until it's on paper. I actually have several of those. I had started with Crom. I have the mummy one, and I have one with a giant gorilla. I have another one with what was the other one? There's like 4 or 5 different illustrations that I started for Crom and never finished, and I'm hoping to get back into it. So that is what Wednesday streams are going to be about, is working on illustrations and getting stuff done. And I'm very much looking forward to it. It's about committing the time and doing it. If you weren't here on Wednesday, you'll notice I have a fancy new shirt that has my logo, Misfit Corner Comics, on it. This was a birthday present from my sister. She actually gave me 6 different shirts. Right before New York in October, I was talking to my brother-in-law about getting t-shirts made up that promoted the store, and I never got around to getting it done. And I dragged my feet, and my sister was like, "Ooh, it's a great idea. Let me help." And so she had some t-shirts created. dog hair all over my shirt. Well, so she actually made some t-shirts for me. So I technically have work attire. My wife and I were watching the new season of Cobra Kai, and I had the puppy dog sitting on me, so sleeping on me. So that's why I got hair all over that. Whatever. All right. So needless to say, I sent out the invite to Todd and Avery. If they're able to join, great. If not, like I said, we'll wrap this up. But I did have a couple of things I wanted to share, but they're boring if they're not here. So, oh well. Let me see here. I'm going to do a quick little check to see what's going on at the hot list over at Comic Price Guide, see if there's anything new and interesting there. Hey, Marshall, how's it going? Walks in, very good. Appreciate you coming in. Walks in, sits down. Okay. Let's see. Watching. Okay, excellent. One of the things I like to do during the streams is check out the watch list over at comicpriceguide.com, which is pretty much anything that's moving in the back issue market. They highlight it, and we like to check it out just to, see what's new and happening. Looks like there's only 2 new issues on the list since last time we checked. So let me share my screen and we'll take a look together. These are always things I like to keep an eye out for, especially at the store. And it's also something you guys might find interesting. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But since the last episode, the only 2 new things is What If number 18 and Amazing Spider-Man number 10, volume 3 from January 2015. Let's take a look and see what's going on with that one. Oh, it's the first appearance of Spider-Punk. Okay. So at a 9.4, which is near mint, raw value, which is ungraded, it's a $35 book. So that's actually a pretty decent book. Check your collection, see if you guys have it, because that's a good one. It's one to hold on to, simply because it's the first appearance of a character who I believe Spider-Punk is probably going to be showing up in the next animated Spider-Man movie. So, oh, hey, look, we got somebody joining. What's up, my friend? Tom. Hello. Oh my God. He joins the show and then he's on mute and we can't hear him. Good job, man. Good job. Way to boomer up my boomer stream.
No, man, whatever.
How's it going?
It's going good, dude. It's going good. How are you? Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Cannot believe
So how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Are you planning on staying up late tonight?
Not. I'm old.
Yeah, I know. Well, what's so funny is on my draw stream Wednesday, it was just me and Avery, and I was reminiscing with him, and I told him the last time the wife and I stayed up till midnight on purpose was 99 going into 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, yeah, and it was the last time one of my friends drunk called me and wished me Happy New Year after midnight. He said, that was me. I said, yeah, I know. He's like, that's the last time I got drunk and stayed up that late. And I'm like, well, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, we've been up till midnight on other New Year's, but it wasn't on purpose. It was, we didn't, we just didn't go to bed yet. But yeah, when you have kids, it's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, they're putting the kids to bed now, and I'm just like, whatever. We tried to go out and start a fire, but it's too wet outside, so we just let them run around for a little while. And
well, very good, very good.
Well,
we're just taking a look at the comic price guide, the hot list. There's only 2 things on this list since last time we checked.
Okay.
And that one was Amazing Spider-Man number 10 from 2015. It was the first appearance of Punk Spider, which is probably a character that's going to show up in the multiverse movie.
Oh, they're just, right.
Yeah.
All the Spider-Man.
Yep. And then
Spider-Man.
last
Spider-Man.
last but not least is What If number 18 from 1979. This is Doctor Strange. What if Doctor Strange were a disciple of Dormammu? So it's a cool cover.
That's probably going up in price because they're probably one of the things that I like about these is that you almost always can tell like exactly what the movie is going to have,
Oh yeah.
right? Because there's a dark you saw the new Spider-Man movie, right?
Yes. Yes.
So did you stay and watch and see the trailer?
Yes.
Basically,
Yeah.
right. So you know that with that they had a dark Doctor Strange, like an evil Doctor Strange. So
Yep. Yep.
it wouldn't surprise me if it's like it's like this what if character, you know?
Yep.
Especially since it's going up in value. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, in a 9.4, it's a $50 book. So, oh hey Eagle, how's it going? Eagle's in here watching. I have something I want to show you. Two things I found, which one is an auction thing that I wanted to show you that you would
Okay.
appreciate, and the other is something I saw as part of a slab thing that I didn't know they slabbed. But hold on a second, let me see if I can find my tabs because I had a here. I don't know if I would call this. Hey Camille, Happy New Year to you as well. I don't know if I would call this a holy grail. It's definitely something that I would love to own, but there's no freaking way it's possible.
Okay.
But check this out.
Why is it not possible? Oh yeah, I saw this. I saw that cover today.
It's currently up to $125,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not happening. But oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Yeah, look at that.
Look how gorgeous that is. The zipatone in the background and everything.
Isn't that wicked?
I think back in the day when they did the mock-ups and they made the covers where they added the logos and they added the
I know,
and all that
it's the
stuff.
best.
Oh
It's
wow.
the best. It's the best.
I don't think actually I do own the art for a cover. I actually own a Dave Johnson cover. But it was like a sketch he did that he ended up digitally redoing and making it into the cover of a book. So it doesn't have any of that stuff on it. But I'd love to own an original page, or actually even a title splash page would be awesome with all that extra stuff.
Yeah.
But a cover, oh, fantastic.
Well, that's why covers always sell for the most money, right?
Oh, I know. Bottom line is, if you want to own it, you got to create it yourself, you know?
Pretty much. Well, yeah, next year in 2022, I'm going to be doing a couple of comics. And,
Okay.
I fully intend to actually do full-on cutouts like that and paste ups, and
that would
maybe
be
even like
very,
separate.
very cool.
I want to do a separate acetate for all that stuff like they used to do. Might as well mimic it, you know.
Well, very cool. I didn't go through all the art that was up here. I did go through some of the stuff. And what is this?
I haven't gone through the whole thing.
Drew Struzan. Really? Uh-oh. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
That almost looks like a sketch, you know? It's obviously not a painting. It's probably just a sketch, but I wonder how big that is. It's gorgeous. Now, let's see. Does it tell you how big it is? It's 22 by 35 inches. Wow, so it's huge. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
That is. God, I wish I could draw like that. Eagle says, is there a rumor of an Amazing Spider-Man 3? There's lots of rumors going around about Spider-Man right now.
What is it with Amazing Spider-Man? Oh, yeah, because, yeah. Well, because the movie did so well. Like, everyone, the reason the movie did so well is because of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
Well, you know what was supposed to be the third Amazing Spider-Man movie was the Sinister Six. That was the whole big thing. Is they even at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2, they kind of teased it in the credits because there was reference to Kraven, there was reference to Doc Ock, there was reference to the Vulture, and that was supposed to be the next big thing was the Secret Six, or not the Secret Six, the Sinister Six.
Mm-hmm.
And then they ended up rebooting again anyway. So here was the other thing I wanted to show you. Check this out. Well, of course I got to reshare the screen. Hold on. I saw this. This was an auction for a CGC Signature Series signed George Perez original DC Comics JLA art sketch.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a comic. This is a sketch that was CGC graded.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't even know they did that. I mean,
wait,
I can see.
They grade the sketch.
They graded the sketch. This is not on a. This is not a comic.
Can you post that? Post that link. Please post that link to me.
This is a. All right, hold on. It's an auction that's over with, but I saw that and was like, I did not know they did that.
Well, it's not graded. It doesn't look like it has a grade associated with it.
Yeah, it's got a grade on it. Hold on a second. Private chat. All right, that's not to the private chat. But this is actually a sketch by George from this year.
It says it's over. I don't see it.
Yeah, well, you get to scroll down.
You sent me an eBay link?
Yes. You can still see it.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
Actually, maybe it isn't graded. Maybe it's just... Huh.
Yeah,
no, it actually doesn't have a grade. Yeah, but it's slabbed by CGC. So, hey, Richard, how's it going?
They slabbed it.
And verified
very interesting.
Yeah, it is cool. But it's not a really great picture of Wonder Woman.
No.
I hate to say it, but he's definitely... I know he's not doing well.
Well, to be completely fair, that looks like he did use pencil on it, but yeah, it's a little, it's a sketch.
Yeah. It's not the greatest thing I've seen him do, but the whole mouth is kind of off center.
Yeah, well, then the hands are like the size of, it's okay.
Yeah. I'd still own it.
Yeah.
But not for $700.
It was done this year, too.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. May of this year. So, but I did not know that they slabbed sketches like that. So, yeah.
I did not either. Signature Series. It says George Perez sketch Wonder Woman, signed sketch by George Perez on 5/16/21.
Yep. Which means there had to be somebody there and the viewing him doing it and verify from CGC. So it was probably probably an event where he was doing sketches and they were slabbing him. But wow. Yeah. Richard says, good evening, my dear fellows. Happy New Year. And the theme of the new year is get them before they get you. He says, good to see you, Andrew, as well as you, Avery. It's Tom. It's Tom, not Avery. That's not his best Wonder Woman. His Wonder Woman was beautiful and the best. Yeah, from what I understand, he's doing he's scheduled to do a signing at one store, and he's planning for it to be the very last one he does, because I'm not sure. I don't want to say he's dying, but
he is. He said he has 6 months to a year to live. So,
oh jeez,
yeah.
Hate the thought.
There's an Alan Davis, Mark Farmer signature series on the same page That looks great.
Oh yeah, where do you see that?
That's Batman. Scroll down. Oh, it showed.
How far down am I
for
gonna?
me.
Oh,
No, it doesn't show for you. It showed it for me. Here, I'll send it to you.
okay. You send it to me, and we'll take a look at it together.
There you go.
So you got big plans for tomorrow, the new year?
No, yeah, I mean, not real. Yes and no. I mean, what I usually do at the end of the year is clean up all my digital stuff from the year. Like, I try to organize all my files. I try to get rid of stuff. I try to clean out everything so that I start. I put everything on Dropbox or an external hard drive, and I start fresh. So
that's gorgeous.
That's what I'm working on right now.
I love this sketch. That's awesome. That's got to be a really quick sketch, though, you know? They were asking $600 for it. Crazy, crazy. When was this done? On 8/11/9. They didn't even put the date in there right. I'd be pissed if they did that. I'm guessing it's 2019. Does it say down in the description?
Now you got me looking at original art on eBay, Andrew. There's a bunch of like manga stuff that looks pretty good.
Alan Davis, that's one of the grails I'd like to have. Oh wow, look at this one here. This is a CGC signed Neil Adams sketch. That's kind of cool.
Right? Isn't that great?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. See, I have a whole collection of original sketches, but I don't know if I'd ever get them slabbed or anything, but that's better than having them laminated.
Mm-hmm.
You remember we have a mutual acquaintance who did that with some of his sketches. He laminated them and just totally killed them.
That was a real silly move.
Yeah. Yeah. Richard says, "Sorry, Tom."
It's
He
okay.
says, I finished moving and putting on brackets for my porch. Love Neil Adams. Oh yeah. I bet you Richard's got a watermelon garden. He says, "Get Hero slabbed." I will definitely have to get something Hero related slabbed at some point. Oh geez, I was looking at the Neil Adams and not sharing the page with you. That's what happens when I go off into my own little world looking at something original and forgetting that I'm on a stream and sharing. This is yeah.
Wow,
Neil Adams Batman sketch. That's a nice one. I'd own that. The paper, it's not white. Huh? It's really yellowed. The sketch is from 2018. I'm betting that's probably yellowed paper, not the sketch has been yellowed from age.
It looks really, it looks really even.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Let's see if there are any others. There's a Neil Adams. This is crazy. All these sketches slabbed. Definitely gives me an idea, but I don't know if I'd want to slab. You'd have to be able to, a lot of that stuff is done like on site where they see the sketch being done. But still cool. Richard says that's a positive on the watermelon. Yep. Excellent. Avery would probably be very happy to hear that. So, have you made any New Year's resolutions yet?
I don't do New Year's.
No.
I have. How do I explain this? I do a form of a New Year's resolution, and that
Mm-hmm.
I um, have a process to examine my year, and what I did well, what I did poor, and then I use that to create a way for me to improve in the coming year. So it's not a
Okay.
resolution, because resolutions are like, I'm gonna lose weight. Like, that's not a resolution. Is not a plan, right?
Right. Right.
I mean, resolutions don't mean dick. So I try to actually like review my year from health wise, from relationships wise, from business wise, and then try to make a plan um, for the coming year, like based off of that. Like, here's how I can improve. Here's what I want to learn. Here's what I can
Okay.
do better. That kind of stuff.
I tend to make more general resolutions. Like one of the ones I did one year that I actually kept to for several months was to accomplish something every day. And it could be something very minor, but to accomplish something every day. And if you think about it, it's a kind of a good resolution is in the fact that it doesn't matter if it's a big thing or a small thing, you just have to finish something every day. So,
Mm-hmm.
learning is overrated, says Richard. No, yeah, I don't think I could do learning something new every day. But oh wow. How would you like to own the original page from Secret Wars that featured the black costume for the first time?
Oh yeah, I know. I saw that. Isn't that
You saw
crazy?
that one?
Share it. Share it. Share it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Check that out. That is a piece of comic history right there.
Yeah.
That's really not that good of a drawing in the middle though. That splash image
Uh-uh.
looks
But it
way
doesn't. It
too
doesn't
bulky.
matter. It's super iconic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this image down here of him, the second panel, looks more like Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Only 210,000. Yeah. Hey, Pope Fires here says it's kind of cool though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's very cool. What else have we got here? I know when you show these pages off, you've usually gone through them ahead of time, picked out the better ones.
Yeah.
A Lost Frankenstein page plate illustration from Bernie Wrightson.
There's a unused Rob Liefeld X Force cover that I was like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you'll get there.
All right.
There you go. That's it.
Oh, it's a New Mutants cover.
Yeah, New Mutant. Sorry. Yeah.
That actually looks familiar.
Right?
I mean, that position with Cable, he reused that. Absolutely reused that.
Yeah. That was
But
like in a comic, I believe. But isn't that cool? That was the cover. That was the alternate cover because they weren't sure they could use Wolverine. Remember the one with Cable versus Wolverine?
oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was the other cover they were gonna do if that didn't go through. But I don't know, man. The older I get, the more I appreciate this era of style. Like, I'm like, you know what? Like, it's just fun. You know?
There's a lot of things in here I like, and a lot of things I cringe at just looking at.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous, but it's like fun. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
just fun, and I'm like, man, I mean, I'm not paying $6,000 for it, but it's I certainly could like it's tempting. It's tempting.
Man, I haven't bought any original art in so long. Even when I went to New York, I didn't buy anything.
Mm.
John Byrne. Oh, wow. This is a classic piece.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
With John Byrne sitting at the drawing table.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Holy crap. Who has this and is willing to sell it?
Yeah, look how much they're willing to sell it for.
Oh, hold on. I didn't look at that. Let me see. 21,000. Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's probably going to double or triple by the time it sells. So.
Yeah. Well, he did the cover similar to this to it was the all pinup issue of Marvel Fanfare, where on the cover he's like directing like Scarlet Witch. She's coming off of the podium. There's like a little podium where he's taking photos of all the characters, and there's a whole bunch of characters standing around like waiting in line to get their picture taken by John Byrne. And then it's a wraparound cover, so there's a whole bunch of other characters on the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one I'd love to own, you know. Dude, that's so awesome. Especially Aurora right there. She looks great.
Yeah, it's a nice piece.
I'm assuming he was probably working on Alpha Flight at the time because they're like center stage right there in the middle. But still. Oh, fantastic piece. All right, let's see if there's anything else in here worth. Strange Tales. Oh, now we're at the beginning. That's a cool cover. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Strange Tales number 162, featuring Doctor Strange and Nick Fury. That's a weird-ass cover. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, it's a strange cover.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Still. Yeah. Eagle says, Doc Savage. James Bama? I'm not familiar with that name. It's kind of cool, though. Very nice, very nice.
That looks so cool.
Yeah, we have a mutual friend who purchased an original Alex Ross cover, and it was a Doc Savage cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wish I had the money to do that. Well, I did buy my lottery ticket tonight, so if I do win the lottery, I'll let you know, okay?
Oh, you totally should.
Yeah, I will definitely let you know. This is awesome. What is this issue? 107? Wow. All right, let me ask you a question. When you look at this cover,
Mm-hmm.
you notice how this one word balloon down here at the bottom is like bright white,
Mm-hmm.
and then the character heads here are bright white. Do you think
Mhm.
those were replaced at some point?
I don't know if they were replaced. I think they're just on a different acetate that probably didn't yellow.
Well,
And different types of paper. I will tell you, man, like I'm not a big Dave Cockrum fan, but
yeah.
when I see his stuff in black and white, like I absolutely understand why he's like his stuff in black and white is phenomenal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I've never been a Dave Cockrum fan, but like look at that. Like look how good that is.
I love seeing the white out.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that lasts forever.
Right.
Especially using the whiteout for highlights. So cool. I mean, there's a lot of artists that'll use whiteout as part of the art, and then there's others that use it just to correct things. But like these dots in the background, these stars in the background, that's whiteout, and that was done artistically. But the whiteout on this hand is probably because he messed something up and had to fix it. You know?
Yeah. So good.
I love how they cut out individual numbers, and that's so crazy. 1977. You remember what you were doing in 1977?
No, I was like 2, so
Yeah, I wasn't much older, so. Oh, wow. Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, DC Special, Batman versus the Incredible Hulk. Wow. There's so much movement and action and life in this illustration. All the way down to Batman's fingers, you know?
mhm.
It's so dynamic. It's so awesome.
Yeah. How wouldn't you love to have a Jose Garcia Lopez Hulk versus Batman cover?
I'd like to have a Jose Luis Garcia Lopez anything. Actually, to be honest with you, if I had a Jose Luis Garcia Lopez original, I'd want it from Atari Force because he
Mhm.
did some amazing work in that series. That is such an underrated series. I mean, you know what I'm talking about because I got you a bunch of the issues at one point. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Okay. Actually, you know what? We should go check that out. We'll make that our little skipping down memory lane. Atari Force. Charles says, "Hey man, Happy New Year. To you as well. To you as well." All right, this is the series from 1984. This is the one I'm talking about. This is a fantastic art, great story. Loved it, loved it. But it never gets the love it deserves. This is issue number 1. The strangest sci-fi heroes.
I absolutely, I like this series.
Oh yeah.
I think I don't understand. It just goes to show you, like, and this has taken me a long time to really understand that, like, the secret to comics is not drawing realistically. It's really is drawing dynamically, at least for our generation, because
Oh yeah.
Rob Liefeld was popular, McFarlane, like Frank Miller. Like, if you look at every single comic artist that was popular in the last 30 years,
Yeah.
really popular, it wasn't that they were drawing everything perfectly. I mean, Mike Mignola barely draws anything. His composition is just stellar, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, it's just what he does draw is really, really good. But, like, he doesn't like drawing most things. He doesn't like drawing cars or backgrounds or cities or women. So he just kind of hides them in shadow or doesn't draw them.
Yep.
And then, like,
Yep.
so it's taken me a long time to understand that it's really that abstraction. I think that's why Joe Madureira was really popular. You know what I mean? It was the style. Because if it was about anatomy or anything else, I mean, this would be the best comic ever made. Like,
Oh yeah. I highly
like
100% agree with that.
Jose Luis Garcia Lopez would be the number 1 comic artist, period. And maybe, like, there'd be a few others up there too. But, like, I mean, come on, look at that, dude. You know how hard that is to draw? Like,
oh yeah.
Like, look at the body. Like, are you kidding?
And Dart, the character, Dart, she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Love
it's
seeing
awesome.
her.
Look at this.
Pack Rat, love him
Like,
as well.
Like, this is in terms of anatomy and design, way better than Jim Lee. But Jim Lee had more of a style, right? It's like it was flair.
Yeah. Charles says, "Thanks for embarrassing and wasting scammers' time. Not a problem. I do it every day. They call so often, it's embarrassing. Dude, I got some recordings. I have to edit them and put them together. Probably one of the scariest, most demented telephone calls I've ever gotten in my life.
Really?
Oh my God. Yes. I'm going to describe to you a little bit about what, and you're not going to believe what these people were saying to me. It's scary. So what is Atari Force? Oh, it's a comic from the mid 80s Actually, I think the original series was based on a video game from Atari, and this is the second series, and it just kind of went more superhero sci-fi-ish with some very colorful characters. And because actually, here I'll show you. Let me go back real quick. The first series looked like this. This was Atari Force. And you got the Atari logo from the Atari video game series. And I think the comic series was like a promotional thing that they did with some Atari games. But they relaunched it in '84 and made it kind of part of the superhero universe for DC. I don't think it had anything to do with
I didn't know
Atari at that point. But oh yeah. But these awesome covers. Look at that.
That's wicked. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Charles says, I think I remember Atari Force. Yep. Shadow of the Past. Blackjack. This comic series. I got into this comic series at the time that I was beginning creating my own characters. And one of the things you do as a kid when you're creating your own characters is you take a character in a comic that you like and you trace him and then you change him and make him into your own.
Mm.
This was a series that I did that with because I loved the characters. They were awesome. Dart and Blackjack, and I forgot all their names, but Pack Rat. I had my own version of Pack Rat. But this was a short-lived series. Honestly, you know what? If I ever got to work for DC and I could do whatever I want, I would bring a version of Atari Force back. That's what I would do. For Marvel, it's Power Pack.
That makes sense.
For DC, it would be Atari Force. But yeah. Do you hear that popping sound outside?
I do. What is that?
That's fireworks. People outside are letting off fireworks. It's crazy.
It doesn't sound like fireworks on it.
Oh well. Okay, so I've gotten several calls in which they're claiming to be from some medical health something or other, right? And they're asking if I've ever used talcum powder or Zantac or Roundup, weed killer, because there's class action lawsuits with these companies that have been settled, and they're looking for people to claim, that they were harmed using these products so they could get money. And I usually just screw with them. Oh, Avery's here. Let me bring him in real quick. Hey,
what's up? I forgot it was Friday.
That's all right. It feels weird because I was at the flea market today, and it was weird because But so I was telling Todd. I told Avery a little bit about this on Wednesday, but I got the scam call from these guys, and they want you to be involved in this class action lawsuit against. Yeah, and the one that I told them. They said, have you ever used Roundup? And I said, well, I probably have. I said, what about Zantac? I said, yeah, sure, I've used that. And they go, okay, cool. So they start coaching you. They're telling you you're gonna talk to an attorney and you're gonna file a claim, and they start giving you all this information on what you need to tell them. Todd, they actually told me I need to claim that I have stage 1 stomach cancer.
What?
Yes, I swear to God. They even started listing off like hospitals that I'd gone to, time frames that I need to tell them. The last time I talked to them, they were talking about you need to tell them you've taken these tests and you have this outcome. And I'm like, okay. And I'm just playing along, going along. And we got disconnected at some point, and they called back, and Jen and I were going to a movie, so I ignored them. Well, they called me the next day, and they were like, hey, we need to finish, filling you in, coaching you on what to say. And they're trying to tell me that the attorneys are not going to look into your medical history. They're just going to take whatever you tell them as the truth. And you could get anywhere from $20,000 to $40,000. And I'm like, really?
It sounds like you could
because
get
that
20
happens.
to 40 years.
Yeah, exactly. But and I've got the whole thing recorded, and all the different things that they tell you to say, and it's like, oh my God. What scares me is that there's people out there trying to convince people to do this.
Yeah.
And that there may actually be people out there willing to do it.
Yeah. There is, or else they wouldn't still be doing it.
Yeah, I know. Well, at one point I asked them, I said, so what's in it for you guys? I said, well, it's a 70-30 split. You get 70% of the settlement. The attorneys get 30%. And then the callers, the people that are calling you, they get like $150. And I'm like, there's no way that's all you get out of this. There's no way. But yeah, they're literally telling people, lie to an attorney and they'll write you a check.
Just weird, dude.
Yeah, no. Don't do it. Not worth it.
Oh no, I don't do it. But I have it all recorded what they're telling you to do. So it's crazy.
Yes, that is very strange.
Yep. But the good thing is they are wonderful in constantly giving me material for my channel.
Yeah. Well, good job making money off of them, I guess.
Well, one of these days I will. One of these days. All right. So Avery, how's it going there?
Oh, it's going.
Yeah, you plan on staying up late tonight?
No, not really.
No? Okay. Yeah, me neither.
Yay, we're so exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not worried about it anymore. It's like when I was in my 20s and 30s and I drink more. Yeah, sure. But
So we're at that point where we'll wake up tomorrow morning and we'll go, oh, yeah, it's a new year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Totally
cares?
forgot. Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. But Happy New Year anyway to everybody. Happy New Year to the chat.
Absolutely. Happy New Year, Richard, Charles, Eagle, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming in, saying hi. Everybody, before we let y'all go, we're not done just yet. We'll wrap up shortly. But just everybody be safe. Don't do anything stupid because we want you here next Friday. Actually, I want you here next Wednesday because we're going to do another draw stream on Wednesday.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Avery, while I was at the store today, I got some time to do some sketching, and I came up with an idea for a Crom illustration with an elephant character. I haven't gotten the layout right yet, but I've got an idea, and I'm going to play around with it, and we'll see what happens.
All right.
Charles says it's funny they say their names are like Steve or John or whatever, and their voices have such a strong Indian accent. Yep, I know. I've even called him out on that. Something I'm like, your name's John Smith, really? Mm.
Yeah,
actually,
really?
I had one time tell me his name was Rick Grimes. like, guys, you're talking to a fat kid with glasses. I know who Rick Grimes is. So whatever. And there was another call I had gotten one time where they gave me a name, and it sounded familiar, but I couldn't place it. And I was talking to a guy, a friend of mine, who's into music, and he's like, "Oh, that's the lead singer of this group." And I'm like, "Really?" I wouldn't have put it together, but he was like, "Yeah, that's a famous rock singer." And I'm like, there you go. So one of the things I keep telling him when they ask for me for my address, I'm going to see if Todd knows this one. They keep asking me what my address is, and I tell them it's 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Do we lose him?
No, I'm still here.
Mhm.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Do you know what address that is?
Yeah, obviously it's the White House.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most famous addresses here in the States. But when they hear it, they're like, "Oh, okay," and they just keep going. So
Like, didn't they even name one of the movies? There's even a movie named.
oh yeah, absolutely. But and I tell them 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh,
So I still say it's in Jacksonville,
yeah.
but the
Okay.
street address is I can't think of another street address that people would figure out, you know? Like One Rockefeller Center or something would probably be something people would know,
Yeah.
but I can't think of another address so famous that everybody knows it, you know? Except of course if you live in another country and don't know.
Yeah.
One
No,
of-
there'd be people here in America that still wouldn't get it.
Well, yeah, I know. One of the people commented says I had to Google that address, and then they laughed their ass off when they realized what it was. I said, yeah, well, you'd think they'd know by now, but nope. Oh well. Yeah, but I love making those calls. I'm not making the calls; they're calling me.
Yeah.
I love answering the calls.
We have college students and college graduates in the States that can't tell you what political party Abraham Lincoln was.
Well, yeah, that's true. Oh. Did you guys hear? We are ending this year on an absolute horrible down note.
Why? Because Betty White died?
Betty White passed away.
Yeah.
That was so sad to hear.
Yeah.
But 99, oh my God, I only wish I could make it to 99. You know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know if I want to make it to 99.
I was joking with the wife the other day, and I said, you do realize that at the rate I'm going, my midlife crisis was like 10, 15 years ago. and she's like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, damn, I completely missed it. Oh, well. Charles says, oh, yeah, she's done so much. Great actress and person. Oh, yeah. Did you know she was one of the things that she was an animal activist and did a lot of things in that realm?
Okay.
I had no idea. I didn't know she was involved in that kind of stuff, but that's cool. That's good. I think there was an article that I was reading where it said she joked that one of the reasons why she was still making TV shows and movies is so that she could afford to continue her animal activism or whatever it was. And I'm like, hey, you got a hobby, you got to keep it up, you know? They had some pictures of her when she was younger. My God, she was a knockout.
Yeah. Betty was a Betty back then.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. So you guys are going to stay in tonight? You're not going to go out partying?
No. Where would I go?
It's actually going to be pretty boring.
No. What are you going to do first thing tomorrow morning? What's on your agenda for the new year?
Nothing.
Well, again, I'm still in like cleanup and organization mode, and I've also been planning releases for 2022. So
Yes. Well, actually, I have a goal for tomorrow. One of the things I did right before I did my taxes last year, or this year, I should say, we're still in this year, is I had to go back and kind of recreate what my inventory was at the end of the year, because I had already moved on and continued adding and continued subtracting from the inventory based on, sales and so forth. And it was kind of a pain in the ass because I had to go back and figure out exactly what I had in the inventory at the time at the end of the year in order to claim it on the taxes. And this time I'm going to finalize all those as of tomorrow. And I'm going to start next year fresh so that I don't have to go back and do all that extra legwork. It's one of those things that, duh, but I'm not that bright. You all know that. I'm not that smart.
Mhm.
But I'm anal retentive when it comes to keeping track of all my inventory. I have spreadsheets, I have graphs, I have all that stuff that I track everything. And you'd think at the end of the year, if I just say, okay, start a new file, start fresh, and have the year end be done. Yeah, you'd think that'd be a smart thing to do. I didn't think about it till sometime mid-February. So,
Mm.
oh well, we're gonna get it right this year. This year we're gonna start off on a strong foot. So, oh man, I'm so tired.
I'm just going to be working
It's
on
been a
putting
long year,
the
man.
studio together.
What's that, Avery?
I said I'm just going to be starting on putting the studio together here.
Oh, okay. You have all your stuff?
Nope.
Question for you guys. Todd, you might be able to help with this. Avery, you might be able to help with this. When I did the draw stream Wednesday, I had an issue because my light was so bright that people could not see me drawing on my sketchbook. I ended up turning off all the lights and using the light from my computer, and you were able to see the sketch much better, but I could barely see shit.
Mhm.
What is a good light to use that will allow me to do what I want to do? Is there a certain type of fluorescent light? Do you have any recommendations?
You know those circular fluorescent lights?
I've seen them. They're like they advertise them like they're like vlogging or something. Lights.
Well, I'm not even talking about those, but what I use at my drawing table, and you could always see what I was drawing, is I have one of those magnifying lamps where it's a magnifying glass with a circular fluorescent bulb around, and that works great. And that's what I prefer to use. I started using it back when I used to do electronics assembly, and I just kept using it because I like that kind of light.
And it works well when you're recording, making a video.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to have another light off to the side to also help soften your shadows from your arm.
Well, I've got a light that sits right next to me, but it's, you can tell just
that's a
my
hot
hand.
light.
Yeah, it's really bright. It's a LED light bulb, but it's very, very bright.
What wattage is it?
Let me see.
You might need to get a lighter one for that light.
It is. Just says long-lasting LED, no bulb to replace ever. What does it say at the bottom?
It's going to say on the bulb.
Oh well, it's not really a bulb. It's. Oh, I can't even read that. I just flashed the light in my face, so I can't read it now. It's whatever this desk lamp was I bought at Walmart. I just needed something.
Yeah, it's an awfully white hot light.
Yeah. Too bright. But okay, I'll look into one of those. I mean, I did have at one point one of those circular bulbs, one of those, and it just was a piece of crap, and so I never used it. But definitely something I need to get because that was very difficult to do a drawing where you couldn't see anything.
That's the
defeated the whole purpose.
I use those. I like them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
now, where did you get them from? Is that like an office supply store, or?
I don't know. I've had it for so long, I don't remember where it came from. I've been using them I've been using those type of lamps and bulbs for.
That's probably something
years.
you get like at Office Max or something.
You might be able to get that at Office Max.
Yeah.
Or someplace like that, or an office supply store.
Yeah.
But you want one of the magnifying lamps.
Yeah.
It's got a magnifying glass in it in the middle.
Now, did you use the magnifying portion or?
No.
No? Okay.
No, but I had it back when I used to do the circuit board assembly stuff.
Right. Oh, well. All right. Well, guys, we're going to wrap up. I appreciate you both coming in, saying hi. I hope everybody stays safe tonight, have a good time, and look forward to what's coming next year, because next year it's got to be better than this year. It absolutely has to. They were talking
Yeah,
the
for
news.
sure.
The news was doing a recap of all the different news events that happened over the last year, and one of the things they had mentioned is that Shad Khan owned the Jaguars for 10 years, and his first 10 years were pretty crappy. We had one good year in there, and the commentator was saying, yeah, the next 10 years by default is going to have to be better.
Mhm.
Oh, that reminds me, I showed this to Avery, but I didn't get a chance to show it to you, Todd. You want to see what my sister-in-law, my sister and brother-in-law bought me as my gag Christmas gift?
Harbor Freight, by the way, for
Sure.
Windows lamps.
Harbor Freight. I have a Harbor Freight near here. All right.
I looked it up. There's also you can also get them off of Amazon. Sharp, different.
Okay. Well, my brother-in-law, Todd, bought me a Trevor Lawrence headband.
Oh yeah. He's got to wear this from now on more often. Todd,
Yes.
get ready to take this gift.
A Trevor Lawrence.
You know who Trevor Lawrence is, right?
Okay.
He's the quarterback of the
yeah.
Jaguars, right? Well, he has a specific headband that he wears, and they bought me one of his headbands. So give me a second, and I will put it on.
It's pretty awful, but funny.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's hilarious.
No.
So what do you think of my Trevor Lawrence headband?
You look better.
I know, don't I? Don't I look great?
I look better. I look great.
I told my sister, I said, I feel like a winner when I'm wearing this.
Yeah. Well, you're
Wow.
still part of the Jaguars.
Wow, how bad did you feel before?
Before
Oh, shit.
2021. This is the 2022 Drew.
Wow. I don't know what to say to that, Todd.
I don't know.
Doesn't it look great?
It looks great.
You do need to wear that more on stream.
I do.
Absolutely.
I took it to the store last weekend, and I was showing a couple of my regulars what my sister and my brother-in-law bought me, and I told them I'm not wearing it in the store, but I will wear it on the live streams.
Yes.
So plan for a lot of fun next year.
Oh boy. Like herpes.
And it'll keep coming back and coming back. And that's right. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining. Have a wonderful new year, and we'll see you all next year.
Bye.
Say goodnight, everybody. Bye.